From unreleased gadgets to new and upcoming elite modules, here are things only in the Chinese version of Moco. Currently in Moco, we only have one elite module, being the Elite Dash, which reduces the cooldown of our dash button, but we have been confirmed another elite module in the next chapter. The Chinese version of Moco has given us glimpses into what those elite modules could look like, one of which being the red ring. My prediction is that it will increase your character's movement speed and the damage of each projectile. We also have another elite module in the Chinese version of Moco, and this one looks like some sort of green berry, and I predict upon activation it could give temporary invisibility but not as broken as the squid blades. The fat dummy is in the Chinese version of Moco, and upon activation of the gadget it would taunt enemies and attract them closer to you, which is very similar to the whistle we have in the game today. The Chinese version of Moco also has two Power Ranger like skins, and there is very good chance they will be in the next Elite Hunter shop. We also have another skin that is fire themed and is my personal favorite, and I'd love to see this being added to Moco one day, and along with that we have a glimpse at a brand new ride. There is also a very dark and sinister themed Jester Skin, which could be Chester's evil brother from Brawl Stars. We also have some footage from the Chinese version of Moco which shows us 3 unreleased weapons which have a very likely chance of being added to the real game. The first weapon is called the hammer, and this weapon has the highest chance of being added to Moco in the future because the developer team have added this photo of a character holding this weapon in the fan kit, which leads us to believe that it will be added in the near future. Translating the description of this weapon, the hammer is made of the strongest metal and it hammers the ground, dealing an area damage to nearby enemies, and it heals yourself on each successful attack. The more enemies you hit per attack, the higher the healing amount, and every 10th attack becomes a powerful hammer that deals increasing amount of area damage to enemies around you that can also stun non-boss monsters. The second weapon is called the Skybreaker Claw, and we have the least information about this weapon with no confirmed picture in the fan kit, but its description does read, upon swinging your claws you do area damage to nearby enemies. On your 6th attack you deal more damage and reduce the cooldown of all gadgets by 2 seconds. We also have some footage of the shot bow which was in the recent shot bow event, and this does prove that some of these ideas from the Chinese version of Moco do actually get implemented in the real game. The third weapon is the very long bow, which was a previous weapon in the beta version of Moco, and there is a very high chance that it returns back to the game because the developers have added this photo to the fan kit, leading us to believe that it will return. The very long bow was a legendary gear in the beta, and on its 4th attack it would release an area of effect poison that would also slow down enemies.